What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode and another training camp for the sub 3 marathon. Now, I'm not obviously doing session to session, week to week like I did with Amsterdam, because it was just too much effort and quite frankly I just can't be bothered. So yeah, I'm just dipping in now to show that I've started marathon training. So yeah, this is week 4 now. Just done a very chilled, easy / recovery run, because yesterday was about 34k on a very hilly route, so sort of flushing out the stiffness in the legs this morning. So the actual training plan that I'm actually doing is meant to be 16 weeks, but I've jumped in quite late. In all, I'll have 10 weeks of training specifically for a marathon, but that's okay because I did the 10k training through December and January, didn't I? So I sort of come into it quite fit, which is quite good. 10 weeks in total. I'm on week 4 and it's coming pretty quick, to be honest, because I've only done 3 long runs, third one yesterday, and my body's only just getting used to that distance again. I seem to get tired at roughly around the 28k mark. Just going easy, steady, but very hilly route I'm doing. So this next Sunday coming actually is asked for a flat route, because there's going to be some pacing in it. So far all the long runs have just been go by feel, steady, hilly routes. So yeah, but what plan am I doing? Am I doing the Hal Higdon? No, I'm not. I did that for Amsterdam, and although I think it got me quite fit, because I did run a pretty fast time, didn't I? But I just found the training boring for it. It was very repetitive, and I think I got slow as well. Like, my long distance was okay, but I don't know, I didn't feel very fast. I felt I lost a lot of speed. If you're doing the Hal Higdon and you find it good, great. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying I found it quite boring. Yeah, I wanted something a bit different. So which one am I doing? Well, I'm doing a advanced marathon training plan from the Macmillan Running. I'll put the information on screen. All your paces are determined on what goals you're going for and things, and you can actually pay a little bit more if you want the coaching and stuff, but I've just paid for the plan and paid for it to be tailored to my goal, which is obviously the sub 3. And yeah, so far it's been pretty good. It's keeping me interested, engaged, and hopefully it can deliver. Well, hopefully I can deliver. It's never the training plan's fault, really, is it? Like I say, I've started the camp in pretty good shape, actually. I'm training for the 10k, although the 10k didn't go very well because obviously I was ill and stuff like that. Because after that Dewsbury 10k, I went to get some antibiotics from the doctor, and it was a viral infection. Didn't get the goal, but I knew once I'd recovered I could feel that fitness come straight back, and I was pretty happy with sort of my sessions, you know. I'm sleeping a lot better, touch wood. Let's touch some wood. Hugo stays the same, but he's sleeping from about 7:30 at night all the way till 7 in the morning. It's been like that for a good while now, so yeah, hope that stays, or at least until Manchester's finished. But I'm getting, 7-8 hours sleep. Fueling's going to be different. I'm experimenting dropping gels altogether and going with chews. At the NEC, when me and Danny went, we were trying all these chew bars, and they were quite good, actually. I quite like the idea of it, rather than having to mess around with gels and stuff like that. So I've got some new gels, new chews from OTE, because I quite like them on the day at the NEC. So I've just tried 2 yesterday. I'm just figuring out the best way to carry them unwrapped, so there's no messing around with wrappers and things. Cutting them up into blocks, putting them in my belt pocket. So I'm just trying that out. I only tried a couple yesterday, but I'm going to try more in this Sunday's long run, a more intense long run, where it's asking for a course that's matching the course that you're going to race, which is relatively flat Manchester. So there's going to be some pacing structure in it. and some faster running in that. So I'm going to use my gels in that. It'll be good to practice taking them when I'm going a bit faster, when I'm fatiguing a little bit. So yeah, if all goes to plan, I'll ditch gels because I don't really like taking gels. I don't really like carrying them. I don't like unwrapping them and holding them. If I want to sip it, it leaks on my hand. And during the late stage of the races, oh my God, you know what it's like when you're suffering. Sometimes just the thought of trying to mess around with the gel in your hand and take it, you know, you end up just not taking it. So, hey, hello. I think that could be fudge. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I've got a fartlek session tomorrow. So I've got some new shoes which I'm going to try tomorrow, I think, for that. Could be the new shoes for the marathon in Manchester. I thought I'd try out the new shoes I've got today because these could be the marathon shoe. I've gone for the Next Percent 3s. Very light, even lighter than V2. I've tried them on, super comfortable upper, much more comfortable than V2. A bit more wiggle room, it's almost like a normal shoe. Unlike Nike, who seem to think everyone's feet are like triangles and slim, these actually feel really, really good out the box, straight in there. I've got 4 pairs of V2, which I've got through the years. Each time it's gone on sale. I didn't get these on full price either. These cost me 148, I think. So I got these on sale, and I used a discount code as well. Because I'm using Nike V2s a lot through the whole training, I don't want to suddenly just switch to Adidas Pro 3 on race day. I'm going to go find out what it feels like. I'm going to go do my session now in these to see if it's, if it's going to be suitable for me. Good afternoon. Session was done a while ago. I put the Nike Next Percent 3s to the test. Very, very different to the V2s though. So I can see why a lot of people prefer V2 because it is less aggressive but more comfortable. So anything under marathon, I'd probably still use the V2s. Very comfortable though, like I say. It reminded me of these. The Saucony Endorphin Speed 1s, probably my favourite shoe of all time really. It almost felt like there was a nylon plate in here rather than a carbon plate. Didn't have that super shoe carbon plate feel. Racer to a cruiser, I think I'll probably do maybe a few more runs in it and to make my mind up to make sure I'm definitely alright with it. But yeah, one thing was, because it's like a normal shoe now and not like typical Nike where they crush your feet in, yeah, if you wanted a snugger fit, then yeah, I'd probably size half down, to be honest. Still really comfortable as it was. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it went. The session was a fartlek. That's what they called it. It's just like some fast little 1 minute reps. A few of them. It said 14 to 16. I did 14 just because yesterday I did a strength work session and I felt a little bit sore, so I didn't go too overboard. Running in the park where I am with lots of dogs, walkers, and the ground and the cracks and the potholes, it's just, just all over the place mentally. So you're always slowing down up and down, but I managed to get the reps in. Probably better off to do a session like that on a track, but anyway, it's done now. So that's it really for now, and I'll catch you up maybe on the weekend for the long run. I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. I'm just out on my long run now. I've come to Monsell Trail to sort of match roughly the route of Manchester, which is fairly flat. It's a gradual up, very, very gradual, but it's good enough. Most of this run, easy, steady. Probably put in about 10 to 12k at a faster pace, which could work down towards marathon pace, or even faster, it says on the plan, but we'll see how I go. Nothing's too strict. It's out and back route. Very cold this morning. Started messing up my heart rate on my watch for the first few K. I think it's because it was so cold I did my warm-up and then straight into the run. And then it locked high. So I took it off a few times and settled after a while. But yeah, it's really cold. Plays with your lungs a little bit. But as I get in, I'll settle. I've got my shoes with me in my shorts pocket. And I'll probably take one every 15 minutes from the half-hour mark. I've cut the ends off the wrappers just so they're easy to access. And I've also cut them in half so they're easily portioned. Got some water with me just to take with the gels, just in case it's too stodgy and sickly. Oh, it's freezing cold. Got to get used to this cold first, and then I'll settle down. See you in a bit. Just hit the half marathon mark. Average pace 4:48 minutes per kilometre. Feeling quite good. Settled into it now. Nice and warm. Been taking the chews every around 15-16 minutes. Pretty easy to take actually. Heading back now. When I get to 22k, I'm gonna start increasing the pace. Haven't really got a specific pace to hit, but it could go near marathon pace, even a little bit faster, depending how I feel. As I'm heading back, I might head back up again this way, just to get a little bit of that incline, so it's not all the way on a slight down. But yeah, it's really good. And I'll see you at the end of the run, really. Alright, catch you in a bit. Just got all dressed up, warm, just because it's freezing still, and I'm just going to stretch down while I sort of sum up that run. Oh, fast last 12k. I didn't want to have the whole 12k on a slight gradual down. I didn't want to do it all the way down, so I went back up for 4k and come back down to get a little bit, to make it a little bit harder. Oh, just stretching out my quads there. Managed to get a fast finish, going faster than marathon pace. So yeah, and all in all, it was a good session. Fueled every around 15, 16, maybe 17 minutes, every so often. Very easy to eat, really. It takes a while to eat. It's it's slower than having a gel, because gels you sort of rip open, you just gulp, it's done. But when I'm doing that in a race, I do sometimes find it hard to breathe as you're trying to gulp it. But with the chews, you can just put it in your side of the mouth, in the cheek, and let it just, you know, sort of like dissolve, and you chew it a little bit, roll it to the other cheek, and because it's there, you can still breathe through the nose, out through the mouth, or breathe in through the mouth, whatever you do. So you can carry on breathing as it sort of slowly melts away. I took it with water as well after, took a little bit of water after. So I'm not sure whether I'll need water on the day, unless I just sort of take my own bottle and just have a few sips after each one. I'm not sure. I'll decide later on, but yeah, it was good. I definitely prefer it over gels, that's for sure. So I'll probably continue doing this in training and see how it goes. But yeah, if you prepare it well, it's a lot less messing around than trying to get the gels out and rip it open and sip it. Got the North Lincolnshire half on the 17th. Hope to run a fast time there, see how we go. Mileage is quite high, hitting like on average 100 kilometers, over 100k a week. Possibly be a down week where I do a little bit less to recover. Not sure if that's next week. It could be next week. I'll have to see on the plan. But yeah, you won't always be over 100. Good long run that. Just freezing cold. I had to stop for a toilet break as well. I think I drank too much liquid in the morning, maybe, or on the run itself, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll have to keep adjusting that because I don't want to do that on the marathon day. That's for sure. Finish stretching, then I'll head home because it's freezing, and then I'll get something to eat and start the recovery process. Right, over and out. See you next time.